YouTube, what's good? It's DQ the Barber and I'm clocking back in. So look, before we start this cut, I'd like to thank Nova Clipper Company for sponsoring today's video. They sent me their Pro Series Bundle Clipper Set. It comes with a clipper, trimmer, shaver, and a variety of other items. They also have a battery display so you can see the battery life as you cut the hair. With the cutting clipper, we're going to set our first guideline in with the lever closed, and we're going to bring it to the top of the ear. And I like how the clipper and the trimmer has a 2-power level setting. It has a low power and a high power. So for those of you who like a low power setting on your clipper, you can put it on low. And for those of you who like high power setting, you can put it on high. And you can achieve the maximum performance out of the clipper and the trimmer. I'm doing a mid drop fade on this client, so I'm just making sure I set my guideline in nice and clean. So I'm using Nova's metal clip guards for this haircut. Their guards are similar to Wall. It's not much of a difference, but I'm gonna use their #1 guard to knock this hair down. These clippers do have notches on the side to help you guide through your fade, but we're going to set our second guideline in with the lever open. You do want to make sure you set your guidelines in from 1 inch to 1.5 inches, giving yourself room to blend so you and the client can achieve that blurry look you're looking for. Now it's time to blend that first guideline out. So we're going to close the lever halfway or go down 2 notches using the corner of the clipper. Then we're going to close the lever to fully blend that line out. The reason why I said make your guidelines from 1 inch to 1.5 inches is because you want to give yourself room to fade. So that way you're not cutting into other guidelines. Because if you don't make your guidelines thick enough to where you can give yourself room to blend, then you're going to be cutting into other guidelines and you're just going to mess up your fade. And then at that point, you're just going to get frustrated. And I know this by experience, so make sure you give yourself room to blend. Using the #1 guard is going to be the same steps. We're going to start with the lever open, and we're not setting in any guidelines. We're fading the guidelines out. And as you guys can see, the line is starting to disappear already. So we're using the #1 guard open, and then we're going to use the #1 guard lever closed using the corner of the clipper. At this point, we're detailing. We're making sure we knocked out all the guidelines. We're making sure we knocked out all the dark spots, being sure that we get this blend to be as blurry as possible. And I want you guys to keep in mind that I do not use zero guards in any of my haircuts. And I want you guys to know that you don't have to use a zero guard in your haircuts. If you're new to barbering or if you're a beginner, I advise you to use a zero guard just until you get better at cutting hair, because you want to make sure you know what you're doing and you don't want to get lost while you're fading. I'm going to blend the top of the beard. It's going to be the same steps. Since I used the lever closed already on the clipper, all I have to do is just open it, go halfway or down 2 notches, put my #1 guard on, open it, and close it, detail, and that'll be pretty much it for the beard. One key thing while fading the hair is that you want to make sure that you comb or brush the hair after every stroke, because if you don't, you're not going to know what hair to cut and what hair not to cut, and you're just going to have a whole bunch of hair covering your blend, and you just want to make sure you have a nice clean canvas while cutting the hair. Nova clippers come set already. They're ready to use right out the box, so you don't have to worry about adjusting or setting anything. With any hairline, you typically want to start in the middle of the head, okay? In most cases, you want to start in the middle, then work your way to the left or to the right, but it's not going to be that case all the time. So sometimes you have to start from the left because that side may be higher than the right, or sometimes you have to start from the right because the right side is higher than the left. So if you're having trouble trying to figure out where to start on the hairline, always start at the highest side of the hairline, unless the client tells you to not push their hairline back, or I still want to keep my hairline natural, I don't care if it's light, then that's what you want to do. But other than that, you always want to start at the highest side of the hairline, just so you can make sure the hairline is even. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned until the end of the video because I will be showing bonus clips and I will be showing what comes with this 3-piece clipper set. Last but not least, I will use the trimmer to completely bald this fade out. Since I use the lever close on the cutting clipper and everything is adjusted correctly, I can just take my trimmer, go over the hair, and make sure I completely bald everything out to make sure the cut is as clean as possible. So this is what the box looks like, and these are the 3 machines that come with this bundle. You have your cutting clipper, it comes matte black, and it also has a stainless steel taper blade to keep the blades cool and prevent it from getting hot. The clipper and the trimmer has a 4 to 5 hour runtime, ensuring that you have more than enough time to get a couple of haircuts done without having to charge the clippers. These are your trimmers. They come matte black as well, and these also have a stainless steel blade to keep the blades cooler and to keep them from getting hot. It has the battery life display, and it also has the low power speed setting and the high power speed setting. This is the matte black shaver with the battery life display as well. And to note, the shaver does not come with a 2-set speed setting.